Alright, so let's take a drive in this beautiful D segment sedan. Okay, so this is actually the 20th anniversary of the Mazda 6, and this car has captured the hearts of many people and is known for its extreme comfort, very nice driving sensation. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to drive it at what you call normal speed and check out the car. So we have 192 PS from a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, and it also delivers 258 Newton meters of torque. So in terms of power, it's very nice and subtle. It's not overly powerful, but there's enough, and it feels really nice to drive. The chassis is very quiet, and this is built on Mazda's what you call Sky Active platform, and so is the engine. The engine is also part of the Sky Active system, and that also includes the gearbox. The 6-speed gearbox is also very good because it has a lock-up clutch in every gear, and from as low as 8 kilometers per hour there is no slip. What happens is there is a mechanism that locks up the whole transmission, so even though it's an automatic, there is no slip. The slip is only up to 8 kilometers per hour, so it feels very much like a manual in terms of delivery. And because of that, and also because of the engine being of Sky Active technology, you get very good fuel consumption. In fact, the motor fuel consumption for this car is 7 liters per 100 kilometers. That means for every 100 kilometers, you only use 7 liters. That comes to about, based on RON 95, which this car runs on, 7 liters of fuel at 2 ringgit and 5 cents is 7 times 2 is 14, about 15 ringgit lah, okay? And that comes to about 15 cents a kilometer. So this car gives you good power and great comfort, but it costs you only about 15 cents a kilometer to drive. And look at us now, we're going at 90 kilometers per hour, which is the average speed, or rather the regulated speed for this part of the highway, and you hear nothing, you can't hear the engine. And also there's another feature of this engine, there is cylinder shut off. So despite being 4 cylinders, when there is no load on the engine, 2 of the cylinders shut off. So basically no fuel goes there, but there is also a wasted spark now. And that is how you get good fuel economy from this 2.5. Okay, in terms of power, we're accelerating and it's going. So it accelerates very well, and it has a very nice sporty roar to the exhaust. And on top of that, if you want, you get a sport mode, a very simple, push the button forward and you get a sport mode, which gives you a bit more power and a bit more sporty performance. From the steering tightens up, the gear change points all change. So back again to normal, and then everything quiets down again. So the transmission is a 6-speed automatic transmission, as I said before, with the lock-up clutch mechanism, and that's more than enough. 19-inch wheels give you very good ride and grip, and suspension is a McPherson strut in the front and multi-link arrangement at the back. So in terms of handling, well, this is part of the zoom philosophy. Mazda makes their cars to be fun to drive. So far, all the entire Mazda range has not failed to please. So people who buy Mazdas do tend to keep on using Mazdas. So we are going to go up to Genting later because we're on the highway up, and this part is where we talk about the driving. In terms of comfort for this car, there's a rear blind, and also for those who like to do sightseeing, there is a sunroof, and you can open up the sunroof, and if you're up in the mountains, you can enjoy the mountain air. So drive is to the front, and it's really very nice feeling of driving. So I'm actually very, very relaxed. Oh, I'm sorry, we are a little bit above the speed limit, but the car is so stable. Okay, we are let me go back down to 90. Yeah, and it feels really nice. Brakes are very, very big ventilated disc in the front, and also solid disc at the back. And so far, it has not been any trouble in any of the Mazdas that I've driven. They've all behaved very well. And of course, earlier I drove the Touring, which is like a station wagon, yeah, or version of this, wagon version of this. It doesn't, I think maybe I shouldn't use the word station wagon, but it's a touring version with a kind of like hatch at the back, and it really looks sporty, and that one already performed very well. Mechanically, the two cars are identical, but this one has a bit longer wheelbase. So in terms of length, this is very long. It has a overall length of 4855 mm. The width is 1840. Height is 1450. And the wheelbase is 2830. I can't remember what the Touring wheelbase is, but it's about 60 mm shorter to give it the same type of handling, yeah, as the sedan, because that one has a bit of change in the weight distribution. The weight of this car is 1592 kilos, so it's very, very well balanced, and we're just going to take a couple of corners here, and you can see it takes it very easily. Now the overall package in this car is 240,848 ringgit. That is priced on the road in Malaysian ringgit without insurance, and that includes I think it's a 5-year warranty, and also a 5-year free service package that includes parts and labor. So that one is worth maybe 20,000 or something like that. So the net price of this car would be around 220, I suppose. I don't have the exact details, but just imagine 5 years without having to worry about anything on the car, yeah, in terms of servicing. I don't think it covers tires. So look at this, we're going through this corner and it's just taking it in its stride without any problem. Oh yes, and there's one thing, this car has got G Vectoring Plus, and that is a system that it actually retards the engine a little bit as you go through the corner, and it leaves your passengers very, very comfortable. Yeah, so it makes a good driver a very good driver, and makes a normal driver a good driver. So anyway, we are near the end of our drive. Hope you enjoyed this session with us, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, yeah. And also if you need to buy this car, go to shop.yskhongdriving.com and you can actually book the car online. Otherwise, you can give us a call or a WhatsApp at 016-335-0609 and ask us anything you want to ask. Anyway, thanks for watching, and till we meet again. Bye bye.